Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls. My name is Dans. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless readings for anyone with any placements. If you've made your way to this reading, I do believe there is a message in here for you. However, if you don't resonate with this reading, that's cool, that's chill. Go check out my channel. There are so many other readings there. I'm sure you'll find something that fits you. Let's get into it. I have been away, and for that, I apologize. I did not expect to be taking time away from doing the readings because I love being in this space with you, with your guides, receiving these beautiful messages. But your girl locked in with the Year of the Fire Horse, been doing all of those different income producing activities with my business. And then, of course, you know, I've been dealing with the fruits of that. I've been very busy, and I hope that you guys have been booked and busy as well. It is also birthday week for me, which for me is actually 2 weeks because it's the week before and the week after my birthday in the middle. So it's a fortnight of me celebrating me and the people around me celebrating me. And I'm very, very lucky to have beautiful people around me that want to take me away and do things. But it does mean that I don't get to park myself here and do readings for y'all. But I'm here now, and we have the Page of Cups coming up out of the deck, followed by the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I'm seeing two separate energies coming towards you or kind of lingering around you. One being this Page of Cups. It could be you moving towards and offering something, or someone coming to you with that energy. But I also feel this like Nine of Pentacles. Things are really, the plants that you've been seeding, the seeds that you've been planting are starting to show fruit. They are starting to flower. They're starting to bloom. So let's get into these two separate energies. Oh, I love this. We're going to start with the Nine of Pentacles energy. That's what we're going to start with today. Universe, please, insight and information. What context can you give us about this Nine of Pentacles for this beautiful collective? We have the Two of Cups coming up here, followed by the Six of Cups. Okay. And the Lovers. Oh, okay. This is actually not cards that I expected coming from this particular energy, because it is very relationship type of energy kind of surrounding that. But I can see really clearly that you have been focusing on yourself, and I feel like a big part of that is you feeling kind of healed enough to navigate relationships with more wisdom than you've had before. You are able to give and receive to connections in a much healthier way, in a way that you're not seeking. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not validation, because, you know, validation's okay. I don't think you're seeking as much reassurance that you are accepted. I feel like you are gravitating towards relationships that you don't feel insecure in. So you don't feel this need to impress. And I feel like you're sure of yourself now that you're not going to try and impress anyone, because you know what you've done, you know what you've accomplished. And so you don't have anything to prove to anyone. So I feel like it actually, it's this energy of like, I don't have to prove myself to anyone, and I don't like need anyone or anything. It leaves you without a deficit in your heart, which means that when you meet people really full. You meet people really authentically, because you're not looking for them to fill some void in you, or to make you feel like, okay, now I'm accepted, or now I'm loved. Like, you meet people already so full of love within yourself for what you have done within yourself, that you are magnetizing really healthy relationships to you, and you're also being really healthy within these old relationships, these new relationships that are coming towards you. I'm seeing this as friendships, work. For some of you, this could be a romantic thing. I'm seeing both older connections and really new connections as well. Old connections that could be moving into a different dynamic. And I think that, I feel like you probably weren't expecting that to be the result of you doing a lot of work where you were focusing on yourself. I think you were focusing on yourself to focus on yourself out of necessity, out of personal ambition, but it really has flowed into your social life and into your community, the community that you have built around yourself, the little network that you have of people that you care about, that you give energy to and that you receive energy from in a very even and healthy way. And I love that for you. I love that. I feel like something like this, if we see people, there's like a, sometimes we see people in these really like healthy relationships and dynamics and communities, and we can just assume that like, people just authentically know how to do that. And I feel like, yeah, some people do if they've been modeled it well within their family dynamic, but more often than not, we aren't modeled like healthy relationships or like equal, reciprocal, boundaried interdependence. And it's something that we have to learn, and usually learn through mistakes and experience. So I love to see that you are entering into relationships with such a full heart. That's that big thing. It's like you're just not in a deficit at all. You're not looking to get anything from anyone. I feel like you're open to receive. And that's a big thing as well. It's like you're not looking to get anything. You're not trying to get anything. But you're also not being closed off to receiving, because such an important part of being in a relationship with someone and being in energetic exchange is literally exchange. It's giving and receiving. And there's this trap that some people fall into where it's like, well, I don't need anyone. And as soon as someone offers something, it's like, well, I don't want that. It's pretty devastating to see, really. But that you are not in a deficit, but you're still ready to receive if that were to come your way, and if you felt like that aligned with you and the person that was wanting to give was offering something that you were open to receiving. Like, yeah, I love it. Anyways, I'm just going around the same words because the message is said. Let's get into this Page of Cups energy. I really have missed this. It's been too long, y'all. It's been too long. But she's been busy. She's been busy. All right, Page of Cups. Universe, please, insight and information. Can you tell us more about this Page of Cups? Oh my gosh. Any more? Someone's thinking about trying to come towards you with something, or some kind of offer. It feels like a message, like a text. The energy that's coming up with this is that like they really want to come towards you with something really special, but they perceive you as a person who, rightly so, you are not in a deficit. Like, you have everything that you need. You have a life that is steady, fulfilling. They want to be able to add to that, but I think that they don't know what role to fulfill in your life. They want to be involved in it, but they don't know how to do that. It feels almost like they want to have purpose and utility in your world, but because you are so fulfilled and content and satisfied, they don't know how to be useful to you. And I think that causes a lot of friction for them. I think they might be the kind of person that sometimes is used to being just like having an assigned, oh my gosh, what is he doing? Having an assigned role or activity in your world. Like maybe it's, for example, like let's say you have, not say you, this, you know how do I say this? How do I say this with the right perspective? It feels like this person has a certain framework around the people in their world. Like they have this person that they go to the gym with, and this person that they go to a book club with, and they have these friends over here and then this friend over there. And it's like these different people are kind of assigned different like genres or areas and also by extension like different emotional needs. Like let's say that gym friend just needs, you know, an ear to talk about their relationship that they're in, because they always kind of like they're new to relationships and they don't know how to deal with that, so they just kind of need someone to talk through that stuff with. Or there's someone here that they go to the book club with that needs dating advice. So like there's another friend that doesn't get along with their parents and they can kind of help with that situation. Like it feels like there is activities and like roles that this person kind of categorizes everyone in their life in. And when it comes to you, they know that oh my gosh, the word that came up was like, they know that they love you. Yeah, this person has love for you. They know that they love you, but they don't know how to categorize you. Like they don't know how to categorize the activity of what it is to engage with you, because it just feels like there's so much, and because they can't hone in on one thing, it's difficult for them to feel like they're useful to you as being your gym buddy or being your book club buddy or being your, I don't know, your shopping pal, whatever it happens to be. Like they don't know how to be useful. And because they can't find that spot where they'll stay in terms of an activity, that gets them feeling a little bit unsteady. That, and because you seem to be so, just feel like they see you as very wise. They see you as very put together emotionally. And so they can't be of service to you in that way either. So I think they feel a love for you, but they feel lost in how to continue on in some kind of relationship with you, because they have a really particular framework around relationships. I don't think this is a conscious thing. This is a very subconscious thing that's at play. So if you were to go to this person and tell them like, oh, I know that this is how you see things, they'd be like, what? This is very, very deep subconscious way that they have built their perception of relationships and themselves and their utility. There seems to be this thing where like they feel like the amount that they're going to be loved is correlating to the amount that they are useful to someone. So the more useful they are to someone, the more loved they are by someone. That's kind of their framework right now, which we know is just like, it's not a thing. But anyways, they want to come towards you. They want to be significant in your world. They just don't know how to do that because they don't know. they feel like any offer made towards you is just not going to be good enough. They want so badly to be significant, but they're trying to find the way in which they can. It almost feels like they want to be better than you at something. Anything, literally anything. They want to be better than you, not because they want to be above you, but because they just want to have an area of expertise where you need help from them. They want to be like a source of like knowledge or wisdom of assistance to you, and they can't find one. It feels like they're searching through all these different things, whether you're in a similar like workplace or industry, or maybe it is a fitness thing, maybe it is a book thing, maybe it is an emotional or spiritual thing. All of these things that they're like good at, they aren't better than you at them. So it one makes them feel bad that they're at a loss for how to be useful to you. But they are really wanting to like try and come towards you. So if you feel like there's someone around you who there's a little bit of a stagnation, there's a lot of love, but a lot of stagnation and not a lot of movement, that could be why. Now I feel like this is so subconscious that they might also be the self-sabotagey type to have something else mask this. There's nothing really for you to do on this, in the same way there's not really anything. Like when we get a message like, oh, this person is thinking about you, there's not really anything for any of us to do about messages like that. Your guys just want you to know that like this is something that's at play within that, and maybe that can give you a little bit of, or help you have a little bit of grace for them. It is a strange thing. Like for me, it's strange to think about this, to even articulate, like to be in their energy and articulate this. It is so, not I guess bizarre, but that's the word that came up for me first. It's so strange because it's not exactly, like I can see, now that I think about it, like, yeah, I'm sure that like I have these types of relationships in my world where it's like, yeah, I'm this person's like, I go to brunch with this person and we talk about our exes, you know, and that's kind of like, I guess, the emotional support and the activity that I have with a certain type of person, which is different from another friend that is really new to the gym. And so I go to the gym with them. And I guess in a way it's comfortable to have that. I just personally feel like I'd go to the gym with my brunch buddy and I'd go do brunch with my gym friend because it's just about being with them, and it doesn't matter whether or not I'm being useful to them or what we have to do, or it's not about that. That's me. But we're not all the same. People are really, really different. So maybe that's you as well. It's like, wow, I didn't think of it like that. I didn't think people thought of relationship dynamics like that. And it's not wrong. Like you don't need to be of utility to anyone. So I guess for me, it feels a little bit wrong. It's not coming from a bad place though. And just something for you to be like aware of and like take note of. Yeah. Anyways, that was, I've been out of readings for a sec, and it's weird being in this like space where it's like I'm out of body watching myself talk about things. And then I usually, when I'm in practice of it a bit more, I can tie it all together a little bit more succinctly. So I hope you're still with me if you resonate and this hasn't been too choppy for you. Let's pull out some oracle cards. We have Dark Night of the Soul. Ugh. She dug caverns in her heart until she found the light. Transformation, awakening, Tower. This could be applying to you. This could be applying to the person that you're connecting with. But when it comes to a dark night of the soul, they are so necessary. They are the most brutal moments that you can ever go through. It feels like you're going into a space where everything you know, your entire reality just turns upside down. And when we get to the brink of that, it can be really, really scary and make us want to turn away. And often we do. We get like close to that dark night of the soul and be like, no, I can't deal with that. I can't accept that. I can't accept that everything up until this point has been wrong, or some part of me just got it wrong. But it is so necessary, and all the best things exist on the other side of that, and the best version of you exists on the other side of that. So if you feel yourself circling something that feels like it's too much for you to bear, like it would just like shred apart almost like your entire reality, within a safe space, maybe let yourself get a little bit closer to that. And then answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? I think that's amazing that we have Dark Night of the Soul and Answer the Call. It feels like these two messages are really tied together. It feels like there's people within this collective that are feeling something, ruminating, circling around and around on this one thing. And I feel like as I tap into that energy, there's just this fear, like in my gut, like over my belly button of like, oh. So this is what I'm going to leave you with. The world is chaotic right now. Who knows what's going to happen? It's so dumb. I know, like it's really stupid of me to say, but literally YOLO. One day, you're going to wish that you had just said something, done something, taken the next step, cut a certain cord, burnt a certain bridge, whatever it needs to be. Just look, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And if you can't handle that, then you have your answer on what you should do. But if you take the worst case scenario and you're like, oh, but I could survive that. I reckon I could deal with that. I reckon the version of me that has to deal with that will be a much smarter, stronger, wiser version of me. Look, I have faith in you. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I am going to hope that I can get another reading in this week. But look, yeah. It's Pisces season, which is a lot in itself. And it's also my birthday, which is doubly a lot. If you all are Pisces out there, happy birthday for this very, very special time. But yeah. If not, I'm still thinking of y'all, still sending all the love in the world to all my good tarot besties. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next reading.